Good evening, welcome to the class tonight. So if you're with me this morning, welcome back to the class. If you've just joined me for the first time today, welcome along. So let's get started as always with our perfect body posture, and then we'll get into the exercises. So we want to spread our toes and have our ankles, knees and hips on top of one another. Your shoulders, you want to always keep them down away from your ears, hands onto the lower abs. Let's breathe in through your nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose. When you're breathing out, the tummy's moving in towards the spine. Good, keep that going. Hands a bit higher, continue with the breath. Do one more like that, breath in. Sighing out, arms come down. Inhale, arms rise up. Sighing out, arms come to the side. Inhale, arms shift forward. Sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. And then exhale, take your arms straight down in front. Coming up onto the balls of the feet and your arms lift. Inhale. Exhaling out to the side. Inhale, your arms shift forward. Sighing out to the side. I might come over here so I'm not completely shaded there. Inhale, arms up. And then you're going to bend your knees, arms are coming down and your heels are staying off the mat. So you're off your heels, just the arms. Inhale, rising up. Exhaling out to the side. Inhale, arms move forward. Sighing out. I think we're going to work a bit of waist exercises today. Inhale up. Come down a little bit further. But we'll add some other stuff in, but definitely a fair bit of waist. Exhaling on out. Inhale, come forward. Sighing out. Inhale, lift. Down a little bit more. And then last time, please. Inhale, rising up. Sighing out to the side. Squeeze your glutes if you can as well. Sighing on out. Inhale, lift. And then come down that last time. Great, so come up, lower our heels down. And we're going to do some balancing in a moment. But first we'll get into our start of our waist workout. So we're going to have our legs open a little bit wider, quite a bit wider than waist. So we're just moving on our side plane. We're not doing any rotation yet in the shoulders. Come down as you exhale. Hold breath in, and then exhale, come back up. Hold breath in, come on down. Exhale, shoulders are staying relaxed. Hold breath in, as you can hear that they're still here today. Earlier time slot, days seem to be getting a bit longer now that they're past the shortest day of the year, so they're not going up for the nighttime routine as early. Exhale down. Hold breath in. And then exhale, come up. Now, if you want to make this a little bit harder, what's going to happen now is when you're going down, you're going to push your right hip out to make this a little bit more intense. And you'll feel the intensity when you come back up. Hold breath in. Exhale, come down as your hip moves out to the right. You go down to the left. Hold breath in. And then exhale, come back up. You straighten it out completely. Feel that difference with that tiny modification. Hold breath in and come back up. Do two more like that. Push that hip right out. Hold breath in and then exhale, come back up. And then we're just going to do one more. Hip goes out. Arms go down. And then slowly come up. Good job. Listen team, we're going to take our legs out really wide now. We're going to take our arms to the side. Turn your left foot to the side. Right foot stays forward and then go long, long, long as far as you can go and then tip. So anywhere along that leg your arm goes is fine, just so long as you're not tipping down. You want to keep your heart upward facing. And just keep on breathing. Really move it in as you breathe out. Shout out to you, Luann. I just saw your message just before I started. Really appreciate that. Today's a better day. People are still assholes though, but today's a better day. 2 more breaths. All right, so we're going to bend deep into our left leg. Come on up and stay here. Mommy. So we're just going to go between these, which is called your warrior 2. and then your triangle. So that's going to give your waist the workout. This is giving your legs a workout. If you go down deep into them, shoulders stay relaxed. She's trying to reach for it. 2 more. So straighten that leg, go for length again, and then you're tipping, and just turn your heart right up. Feel this in your right waist. I hope you do. Es mi codo. Está aquí arriba. Cambiare puesto pronto. Do 2 more breaths. And then we're going to get into our warrior again. So bend into that leg to come back up. Come down. And you feel that waist working when you come back out of that into the warrior. I think she's looking at me in this position like I'm a bit of an obstacle course that she wants to climb. I have a feeling that's what she's thinking. Gracias, pero no veo. Yes, she still breastfeeds, but not very often, just a couple of times a day. Straighten it out, go for length last time, and then tip. Now, if your neck is feeling any soreness, I would probably recommend you look down. That would help you. Looking up's okay too. This is wave, baby, wave. A few more breaths here. So bend into it, come on out, and then hop this leg in. We're only doing the 2 warriors, not 3. And then lean long, and then lift off, and then straighten out. So this is our really strong finish the waist section on the right side, up on our feet. We'll do more on our knees and down on our back and via our planks. But this is finishing off the right side. And bring it on in. Hey, good job. So that's this side that we've worked. The other side, if you have a feel, definitely not as tight. So now we're just going to repeat everything the other way. So our legs a little bit wider than the hip width again. Mat slides around. I'm just moving back so you can see more. So breath in, no hip movement, just from the waist. Move to the left, to the right. Working the left. Hold breath in, exhale and come back up. Hold 2 breath in, and then exhale, come down again. Hold breath in, and then exhale, come back up. Shoulders staying relaxed, breath in, come down. Hold breath in, and then come back up. Hold here. Ana, por favor, no coges más libros, tú tienes tuyo. So we're just warming up through the left side, and then we'll get into some more intense exercises shortly. Doing just one more like that, and then we're going to add the extension on, which will be our hip moving to the side. So take a breath here, move on down, and then hip goes out to the left. Hold here, breath in, and then exhale, come back up. Gracias, buen libro. Exhale, come down, hip goes out. This is el zoológico. And then come back up. Go again. So breath in, bracing the belly, hip goes out. Move your way down. Hold breath in, and then come up. Got a few more like that. Let's just do 2 more. Are those arms getting sore? Mine are. Lucky last one here, and then we'll get our chance to give our arms a mini break. Not too much of a break though. Come on back up. So let's take our legs out wide. I'll just move us over a bit more so you can see. So arms are out wide, as are your legs. You're turning your right foot, left stays forward, going for length as far as you can before you do your tip. So you'll find each round that we do, you get a little bit more flexibility and you can come down a little bit lower. This round, you'll see my hands up a bit higher. Now, like before, if your neck is sore, probably best to look down. Shoulders stay relaxed. A few more breaths here. Yo puedo leerlo para ti mañana. O en la noche si quieres subirlo hasta la cama y yo te leo después. So bend into your supporting leg. Come on up, arms are going long. Shoulders stay relaxed. As you're breathing out, feel the stomach move in. If you want to go down deeper into the legs, do so. Make sure that both arms are nice and strong and taut. 2 more breaths here, and then we're going for another triangle. So straighten out the leg. Go pipi, length, and then tip. Okay, so this time you can see my fingers now can touch down a little bit lower. Tú dijiste que necesitas. Do a few more breaths here. Make sure the arms are in the vertical. Completely straight. So bend down again. Come on up. So this is our final. Oh no, wait. Is this only the second? Yeah, this is the final one. We're only doing 2 of these warriors, but we are doing 3 of the triangle. Adelante. Abrázame y después algo hacer. Mi mamá tiene sopa para ti. No puedo pasar. Estar contigo pronto. 3 more breaths. Okay, straighten it up. No dejas su sopa así. Go long and then come down. So this is the last one. And you find already you've got more length. You can come down even further if you want. Can't come right down to the flat hand. I haven't practiced these warriors for so long, it feels like. I can't even remember the last time I've done these. I used to be able to go down onto the flat hand. A few more breaths. So we're going to get into extended stance. So bend in, hop that leg in, arms go over, lift off that leg, and then straighten the leg. We're going long. 4 more breaths. Intense, isn't it? Bring it on in. Oh, let's just do a couple of balances here, and then we'll move on. So let's pick up our right knee with our left hand and just cross the leg over. Then windmill your right arm behind and it's out into the horizontal behind. Crossing the leg. If you can, you're looking back. Espero que no necesites el pipi. We're going to change over. So lower that arm down, release the foot, come to the other side. So knee, cross it, windmill the arm around, and then look back. So let's bring that arm down again. Release the foot. We'll just do our tree pose. And then we're going to come onto our knees and do a little bit of waist work down on our knees. So we're going to get hitting the waist from lots of different angles. The hands can be down at your heart, third eye, or lifting up. Ooh, as you can see, balance is a bit of an issue for me right now. But after we work our core, mainly waist though, we'll feel a lot more balance at the end. But this is so great because I can feel, even when you're wobbling around, this is when you get your ankle strength even more than if you're completely stable. So don't worry if you're not feeling 100% stable. This is how you get better. I'm not even going to bother looking up just yet. If you feel the same, don't worry about looking up. So bring the arms down, release the foot. We'll come to the other side. So digging heel in, opening the ear out, tighten the stomach, and then hands to heart, third eye, or we lift. Relaxing the shoulders, okay? Yeah, no, I won't bother looking up till the end. Some days are like that, and that's okay. The girls are upstairs, Ramira's making his way up slowly. And then we've got pieces down here. Está bien. Gracias. Chao. ¿Puedes apagar esa luz de las gradas cuando suben? No. Okay, so just bring the arms down. I'm going to just move the mat slightly forward. Ciao. And then I'm going to bring the screen down. And we'll come onto our knees. So if you haven't got something soft for your knees, you could even put a pillow down and be on the pillow, okay? So we want to start on our right side again. So got our legs a little bit wider than the hip width. Arms are up, narrow. Take a breath in, move down to your left. Keep the narrow arm, breath in, and then come back up. So hold to breathe in, exhale and move down. Hold breath in, and then exhale, come up. Just had a parent-teacher interview with Alba's teacher. And she said, one thing I can do that I haven't been doing is getting her to creative write. Gosh, so we did it just now before I started the class. Wasn't that something that caused a bit of drama? Oh my gosh, she didn't want to write without having to do it perfectly. I'm like, make mistakes, it doesn't matter. So by the time she actually put pen to paper, she was like in hysterics. Couldn't believe it. But then she eventually enjoyed it. I've got to do that more often, obviously. Hold breath in, and then exhale, come back up. Come on down. Now if you can, I want you to try and do that hip movement the opposite way like we did when we're on our feet. So we're moving our hips out a little bit more. Hold breath in, and then we bring it back to the center. Hold breath in, move on down, and hip goes out. Hold breath in, and then come back up. Feel that difference when we do that little micro adjustment by pushing the hip out? Hold breath in, and then exhale, come back up. 2 more times. Very, very intense work, isn't it, team? So bring your weight over your left knee. Then we're going to take our right foot out and the toes are pointed forward, and then you're coming down. I'm going to give your arms a break straight up. So your bottom arm comes on in front, the top arm goes behind, and then we're just going to turn ourselves. Now, those of you who have a bad back, don't turn too much. So just slight twist and then lower down even further. So if you're feeling how tight your tummy is, that's where we're working, okay? Just got to make sure when you breathe out, tummy moves in more. For those of you who want more, option. It's not necessary, but arms go back. Alright, so bring the arms down and just find your fingertips and then lift off your foot. Arm can go on a bit of an angle, and then when you can, you're lifting up until you can walk your fingers away and then they come off as well. So working your right side, quite intense. So bring the foot back down, bring the fingertips back down, and then take your arm over. So then what we're going to do is onto your fingertips again, onto your toe, lift off, fingertips, walk, and then if you can, until your arm comes up. This is the last exercise here. Oh, bring it in. Breathe. Do you feel like you need to do that? Just like me? Let it go. And breath's good. It's a sort of way of calming you at the same time. Should have thought about that this morning. I was so worked up with this smoker. Anyway, I said it in the morning class. I'm not going to repeat it again in the afternoon class. Let's take our legs wider than the hips. Arms are narrow. Breath in. Exhale, move down. Hold, breathe in, and then exhale, come up. So no hip movement just yet. Hold to breathe in, exhale and come on down. Hold, breathe in, and then exhale, slowly come back up. Hold, breath in, come on down, team. Hold, breath in, and then slowly come out again. Just keep that going. Only moving with the exhalation. We'll do one more like that, and then we'll add that little mini change, which is pushing your hip out towards the left side as we move down to the right, okay? So take a breath in, move on down and push your hip out. It's such a little movement that you don't even see much of it on the screen. I was just watching it then, but you feel it. Just a few centimetres out to the side. Makes a huge difference in the way that you feel in the waist. Let's just go for 2 more, please. Last one. So weight over your right knee, your left foot goes out, we move on down, and this is when I'll say bring the arms down. So front arm is the lower arm, back arm is the upper arm, rotate your chest upward, and then come down a little bit further. Just enjoy that tightening sensation that you're feeling it. Gotta eat less nuts, less nuts. I can't feel the nuts. Chocolate's under control at the moment. There's always something, hey? If you want more arms, take them on back. So strong. Two more. So open it out onto your fingertips. Let's lift the foot up. Arm onto the angle, walk the fingers away, and now you'll lift it as well with the hand. Two more. Alright, so bring the foot back down, bring the fingertips down, take the arm over more, toes, lift, walk away, extend. Two more breaths. Good job. Oh, let's stretch it out. How extremely challenging was that? Oh, take a break. And then change. So you can have a seat facing sideways. I'm going to have the seat facing in towards you guys. And we're going to get into some waist bias and boat poses. I can already feel the waist when I'm moving from side to side. I hope you can too. It's a good workout. Arms, bring them in. Move on down. Shoulders stay relaxed. We're going to twist and punch from the waist. Looks like this. Yeah? key here, take the punch to the side as far as it can go, and you watch it. Watching the punch, very effective. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, come up. Let's go for a mini break. Bring one leg in, hold on to your opposite foot, push it out, and then just lengthen out as you twist your heart, open it, and then if you can, look behind. So not only are you giving yourself a bit of a twist for the waist, getting a lengthening sensation through the back of the leg for our challenging balance later on. So bring it on in. Let's switch. So the other leg up, arm goes out. If you can't reach your foot, you can just hold on onto your leg anywhere along the leg. So bring it back in, bend the legs forward again, get your arms back in again, and come on down. This time we're just turning to the left, and then back center, and then left again. Looks like this. Yeah, same way. From the waist. Two more. Other way, let's hit it. Yeah? Very strong. Last one. All right, bring the arms forward. Let's go for a stretch. Yeah? Just release out a little bit. Just going to go for one more lot of boat poses here before we lie down onto our back and continue the theme of waist, but we'll get in some abdominals, front abs as well. So bend on in, arms come forward this time, and you're moving on down. So all we're going to do is just do some bouncing arms side to side, and you've got this imaginary line that you can't go further down off. Okay, it looks like this. So tap the line and come off it. Bounce, bounce, bounce with the breath. From the waist we twist. Fast breath as you can see, but you can do a slow breath. One more each way. And relax. We're not going to have a stretch, we're just going to lie on our backs, okay? Come on down. Let's get into our waist. So we're going to start with our lower body, working the waist. You will have your arms up on a bend. Your legs are going to move away at an angle, and all you're doing is you're moving them down one way, halfway, as you exhale. Your inhale coming up, and then exhale the other way. Inhale, bring it up, and then exhale, come on down. Looking away from your legs. Inhale, bring it up, exhale and bring it down. So this is just focusing on your waist with your lower abs more than the upper. We'll get into the upper very shortly. One more each way for me. All right, lower the legs down. And in fact, what you're going to do is you're going to lower your legs down to one side, and then the side that they're lowered towards, you hold on with that arm. So the underneath arm is holding on, and then you're crunching towards the ceiling. Okay, so just lifting up straight. Exhale as you rise, inhale as you lower. Do 2 more. And now we're going to pull the top leg in if you want more. As you crunch, but you're crunching still up to the straight. You're not crunching to the knee that's moving, but that knee is moving towards you, yeah? If you don't like this option, you stay with the legs stacked. In a moment, I'm going to give us another option, and you might not like that one either, so you don't have to take it. We're going to do 2 more like this, though, and then we're going to do both legs moving together. So option that looks like this, if you want. One more. All right, bring the legs down. We're going to take them the other way and then just crunch up. Legs are staying down. And as you're coming up, have a quick look at the tummy, even though you're turning away from the tummy effectively because you're going up instead of to the side of the tummy. You want to feel the stomach move in. Top leg, pull it into you. We've got 2 more like that. If you don't like the transition after this, you stay here or knees down. Both legs is the option. Let's do it. So it's also a bit of a balance, and that's why it's so much harder in the waist. And I promise after this we'll get your upper body a break, so your head will be rested and we'll get back into just lower. Working waist, of course. 2 more. All right, bring the legs down, relax your head, and now we'll bring the legs back up again. And we're going to move them away, of course, at the hip angle a little bit more. Now your legs are going to go down one side, they're going to extend, they're going to bend, and they come to the center. Then they exhale, go down the other way. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale center. Exhale over. You want more, arms come up. Now you can switch the breath around at any stage. So if you prefer to do that, inhale as you go to side, exhale as you kick, inhale down and then exhale center, or you can exhale side, inhale kick, exhale and then back in. Doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're just controlling the movement, you're keeping your back flat, and that will happen via the breath. One more each way, team. All right, bring the legs down. Hold on with your left hand to right foot. As you're doing this, you don't lower down in between. Nice, strong, straight arm. See the tummy move down. Change sides. Hold on and switch. So I'm not doing the basic abdominal strengtheners today. We're just doing some variations for ab waist session. Soon we'll do some planks. They will attack the waist. 2 more. But for now, let's just bring our legs up again. And we're going to just take one leg away, exhale. Bring it in, then the other leg. If you can, be twisting to the leg that stays up. Now what you want to do with the leg that's staying up, don't let it come in too close to you. All about the waist, hey? They're speaking English up there, for I can hear them speaking English now. It always makes me, like, my ears prick up when I hear them speak English, because it's not what I'm used to. 4 more. So this is the combination of upper and lower. 2 more. And we just have one more exercise here for the waist. So just bring the knees in, have a bit of a stretch. And this one's just quite intense. So you start with the bent leg. I'll give you the straight leg version soon. So you can have your hands behind your head or down, it doesn't matter. So you lift the hips, you twist, you lift your hips, and then you lower down. So you lift the hips, twist the other way, lift, and then bring it down. So it's lift, twist, up, down, and then you lift, the other twist, up and down. If you want straight leg, lift, twist, up and down, lift, other way, twist, up and down, up, twist, up and down. So you can do the twist with the bent or the straight leg, all of it works, yeah? Just one more each way. Up, twist, up. So the twist comes from the waist. That's why it's so effective, because you're moving half of your body. All right, bring the legs in. Woo, roll yourself up. And we're going to get into some plank work. So I'm going to just move my mat the other way. Have a drink of water if you feel like you need it. These planks are going to be attacking the waist as well. And by all means, if you feel like you need to be on your knees, then of course you can be. Especially given that they're going to be quite intense. If you're out there, Val, you haven't said hi, so I'm suspecting you're not out there. This is going to be a little bit intense on the arms. So legs have to be wide. So if you're on your knees, it looks like this. Otherwise, you're on your toes, you're up. Arms are narrow. Looks like this. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, change. Inhale, twist. Inhale, change. They're actually happy. If you can hear that noise, it's not a sad noise. Screeching for joy. They're pretty happy girls, generally speaking, except for when they get terribly frightened by having to write for the first time, when there's no things to copy, just writing on your own. I didn't even think to do that. I'm not a creative person. So for me, to do things creative and think to teach her creative, that's one thing I'm definitely not good at. Let's do 4 more. Oh no, we've already done that side. So 4 more now. It's got to be even always. Last one. I will give you a break after this. But that's not it for planks. So have your knees down, toes together, sit back, stretch it out. Is your heart rate up a little bit from those planks? Hopefully. I find my heart rate gets up a little bit more in the evening than in the morning classes. And I think it's because maybe you've got food in the stomach and you have to work that food off, and that makes your heart go up higher. I don't know. I don't know why the morning is different. I don't feel like I get my heart rate up as much because I still definitely feel like I work hard in the mornings. So we're on our elbows. We're still continuing with planks. So you can be on your knees or your toes. So these work your waist as well. We did these this morning, but there's nothing wrong with doing the same thing a couple of times. So we're going to go a little bit longer, obviously, because I've already hit the 40 mark, and I do want to get a bit of back in. So 4 more. Just finish the other side and come into your stretch. We are just going to do 2 more lots of planks, okay? Then we'll do a bit of back exercises and then we'll finish with our stretching. Not our stretching, our balancing. All right, so these are going to be working our waist again. So the knees are out wide again, or your toes, the arms are in narrow. And all you're going to do is bring one knee in, cross it under, out, and then back. Change sides. Knee, under, out, and then back. Knee, under, out, and back. Few more. One more each way. Oh, stretch it out. Ooh. Strong in those wrists, I know. But how good is that for the waist? Onto the elbows. This is our last plank for tonight. So, toes or knees. All we're doing is pulling our knee around to opposite shoulder. Change. So they're not going for so long, each sequence of planks, but what we do, it's intense. One more each way. And bring it down, have a stretch. Okay, wonderful work. Strong exercises that we've just done. Let's get into some back exercises, and they're actually going to benefit our waist as well. So on our fours. Now I'm sorry if your wrists are sore from the planks that we've just done. If they are, please make a fist, be on your knuckles. That will just be the option, okay? My wrists are definitely feeling it, but I can handle it a little bit longer. Like I said, if you can't, just be up on your fists. Take one leg out, opposite arm. Hit to the diagonal and stay there. As you're breathing out, you're feeling your tummy. Lift on up. See how your waist feels it? Just that activation here to keep the leg up. Now listen, lift them up a little bit. On the diagonal there. All right, straighten it out, lower it down. We're going to the other side straight first, and then to the diagonal. And we stay on the diagonal. They're coming. They've just had their bath. Hello. ¿Qué haces? Ana no bien.
No puedo venir.
Mejor. ¿Qué haces?
Quedarme un poco.
Sí. Cierra los ojos si quieres. Yes, yes. So lift and lower, tiny lift. 4 more. Then we've just got 1 more little back exercise to go. But with no wrist problem. So bring it straight, come on down, and we're going to come onto our knees. So open your legs out wider. Come on forward. Tu vas a poner esto para dormir.
Abajo de esto porque sabe kind of espada.
Arms to the side. We're just twisting into the center and then the other way. So this is not just your waist, but your back is working too. So back and waist. Hola, darling. Thought we could go longer because they wouldn't come. But they're here. 4 more. After this one, we'll do 4 more. Hola, guapa.
No, kids, I keep on to be chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Hey!
We're going to come to standing and do some balance. Okay, very excited. It's like when you finish bathing a dog and then you put the dog goes out of the bath and it runs like crazy to dry itself. That's like that. Louis, ya está. So, shoulders relaxed.
I'm moving as you flip Louis. Stop
Right arm, left arm, right knee out and to the side. So you can stay here.
Bye, Mommy. Bye, Mommy.
No, Maury, no está aquí. And then, hola, Luan, ven acá.
Hi,
Aquí, ven acá.
Hi,
Luan, hola, Luan. Luan, if you signed in late, I did say thank you to you for your message, but I'll send you an email when I had a shower and put the girls to bed. 2 more. So bring it in, lower it down, and change to the other side. I generally don't like to get onto the computer when I'm with the girls, except for teaching, of course, because I don't want them to think I'm one of those need to be on the screen all the time type of people. I don't have a mobile, as most of you know, so the only thing I do use is my tablet. Te amo. Subes y anda, disfruta tu programa. 2 more. Bring it on in. Lower it down. No necesitas la luz para subir. Hold on to the inside part of your right foot. Come on forward into your dancer's pose. Reach on through. Take yourselves to the side. Hopefully you got the room, and then let the leg go, and then take the arm over into your extended star. And bring it on in. Bring your arms down. Hold on to the other side. That's the beauty of kids, your own kids. It's like having a pet, really. They just adore you. And they always want to be with you, which can be annoying at times when you do want to have your own space, but it's just so flattering that they love you so much. Like there's such an unconditional love, like a dog gives you. It changes, I suspect, when they get into teenagerhood or maybe even younger, but it's really nice at this point in time. 2 more. Okay, so take it out to the side. Especially for me, somebody who never wanted to have kids. It's a pleasant surprise. Keep it going, 4 more. Bring it on in. Bring the arm down. Let's do our tree. So right foot, dig the heel in. Shoulders stay relaxed. Hands can stay low at your heart, your third eye, or we lift. Shoulders stay relaxed. You can take your eye gaze up if you can, just separating the toes. And we breathe. See how it is just amazing, Pilates? You can look up now if you couldn't before. That was me before. Remember, I couldn't look up now. We worked the core so intensely. Looking up to breathe. Bring the arms down. I never say Pilates should replace any other exercise you do, but it complements every other exercise. Amazing, and I hope you feel like you get a benefit for your bodies too. I'm sure you do, that's why you're out there with me. And I do appreciate you joining me. Two more. So bring the arms down, release the foot back to hip width distance apart, and let's just do some shoulder rows. Especially if you were with me last night, I was in a pretty dark headspace. Nearly burst out into tears on the live stream. But I'm much better today, thank you very much for those of you who did ask. It's just humans. We go through emotions, we go up and down, especially with this lockdown. Everything's a little bit more challenging this time around, but we're going to keep on going and we'll make it through. Just got to keep doing the right thing, people. Put on your masks. Today's the last day that you're not meant to wear, that you're allowed to not wear them, but I've been wearing them every day since I've been going out for a while anyway. So please, team, think of everybody else. Take care. I'll see you on Friday. If not Saturday, remember, is a stretch class. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Take care.